What's up folks, welcome to today's video. Now, we are not going to be powerlifting today. Unfortunately, if you saw in the previous video, I played football and it's been probably 5-6 years since I played football, so I'm very tight, I'm not match fit, I'm kind of ready, but I played because it was a charity match and I'm all about giving. So I decided to play, but unfortunately my hip flexor on my left side is just strained. It's not pulled, it's not a massive injury, it's just going to take a few days just to quieten down, just to heal off. So unfortunately today I'm not going to be squatting, I'm not going to be deadlifting. I do have close grip bench press, which I'm going to do anyway. It's day 4 of the program, so when I get back into my powerlifting program, I will just do the squat and the deadlift, maybe just put in a different kind of push movement, maybe a shoulder press or something, just to kind of implement for like a third movement for that day. But we're not going to be squatting, we're not deadlifting today. So I've already implemented a bodybuilding style workout. I've written it up on the board, which I'm going to be following today. I'm going to take you through, and I'm also going to do kind of a video instruction about how I do the movements, and yeah, get you kind of learning some information about kind of exercises and how to execute them effectively and get great development. Right now I am sipping on some creatine in my water. I've got a client coming in about 10 minutes, so I'm going to jump on the bike for 10 minutes and just get my legs moving, just try and keep the hip flexor loose rather than letting it seize up, and then going to train my client for an hour, probably about 10-15 minutes before the end when we're cooling down and stretching off. I'll take my pre-workout, then we're going to get into the workout. 3, 2, 1. Hey folks, welcome to the commentary. So today I'm going to take you through some technique points. Now, something I watched on Christian Guzman's video, and it's something I'm going to have to try, is putting bands around the bench, because I feel like I'm not too stable when I'm in the bench press position on this bench. So with this narrow grip bench press, a lot of people try and go as close as they can with the hands, whereas what you need to understand is a narrow grip bench press is anywhere closer than where you would naturally go. So my kind of neutral grip or conventional hand position is quite wide, and it's been something I've been playing with. So a narrow grip bench for me is literally shoulder width, potentially just outside shoulder width, whereas my normal bench press is probably a hand's width further wider. With all the movements, it's a case of keeping the stomach tight, keeping the back nice and tight, focusing on the muscles doing the work, nice and controlled. Here I'm doing the incline bench press. I did 3 sets of 8, and I'm working on a 3-second eccentric phase. And the reason why is oftentimes when I'm kind of forcing the weight, I'm not really focusing on that control. I'm keeping control obviously, but I'm not really focusing on the eccentric. The muscle actually isn't under tension the whole time, okay? There's a lot of kind of stretch reflex, and you don't get the most benefit out of it. You don't get the most bang for your buck. So something I'd recommend trying, really implement that 3-second eccentric and keep the muscle under tension. The next one I went on to was a single arm pull down. The reason why I'm doing single arm is because I want to be able to focus on my lats doing the work, and oftentimes when you've got 2 hands working together, one lat might be activating and working harder than the other one, so the one is actually shutting off. So you're not necessarily getting the benefit, and when you focus on one side as opposed to the other, or single arm should I say, you can really spot those imbalances that I'm talking about, where one is stronger than the other, and you can really work on building them up. So the body is imbalanced, it's not symmetrical, and what we've got to try and do is be able to build up the body on its weaker sides. Now you can see here my left looks pretty comfortable compared to the right, and that's simply down to the fact of my right is slightly smaller than my left, even though my left is slightly weaker, I would have said, because I'm right-handed. I actually find that my left is slightly more developed. It's really strange. When I do my poses, I often find that my left is slightly bigger. Now that can be down to the poses that I'm performing, but my left lat just seems to look a little bit bigger. Next I moved on to a shoulder press. Again, I was focusing on that 1 second up, 3 seconds down. This is something I have been studying, and that time under tension really helps the muscle activate. If you can get greater activation, you can get greater involvement, and that involvement means more breakdown, More breakdown means more recovery. That means more muscle. Okay, so keeping that muscle under tension a little bit longer, you're actually going to find that you're going to develop a lot more muscle. Again, I'm keeping my stomach tight, keeping my back tight. I'm staying close to the bench, staying pushed in, shoulder blades are staying down, really focus on driving up, keeping the core nice and tight, and coming back down with control. Finally, I do talk about it in a moment, but I'm really focusing on my pecs doing the work. Now my left pec, I'm quite tight in the joint around my left shoulder. So to try and activate my left pec can be quite difficult when I'm doing both hands together. So I tried this one out as a variation. I've never actually done this before in this position, but I found that I really felt my left pec was working very hard. And I actually went a little bit lighter on this one because I wasn't sure how my left pec would do. But on the right side I was actually heavier. And I found that I could still do the same weight on the left side as I could on the right, even though I don't have the same involvement all the time. So that was really nice to see. When I filmed it though, I did go up in the weights. But it's really good. So sometimes I feel like I can almost be off topic with my talking, so I'm trying to stay really focused on what I'm actually doing movement wise. With this, I'm really trying to feel like my little finger is doing the kind of leading the movement. I'm pulling in with my little finger, I'm squeezing my chest, I'm bringing my hand just slightly across the midline to really try and squeeze the whole chest. I'm making sure as I extend out I'm getting a good stretch across the chest and then bringing it back in and squeezing nice and tight. Finally then to finish, no it's not to finish, I did lateral raises. Now I'm someone that can lift pretty heavy, but what I'm focusing on, like I've been talking about with the pull downs, with the chest press, with the shoulder press, that time under tension. If you've ever tried to do lateral raises with time under tension, you will not be able to go very heavy. But your lateral portion of your delt will be firing massively. Okay, really focus on that time under tension, and you don't get much involvement from your traps, your subscap that's sitting at the back of the shoulder blade. You don't get any involvement from that. You keep the tension into the delt, and you're able to really focus on just raising up to about 90 degrees. So hands leading with the little finger again, the pinky, raising on up. You don't need to go higher than shoulder height, simply because the more you go, the higher you go, the more involvement you'll get from your traps, the more involvement you'll get from your subscap, and you don't want that. You want to be able to keep the tension into the delts, because if the delts are trying to grow and you're taking the tension into the other muscles of the body, you're just not getting benefit from it. I was kind of dicking around with the camera here because Lauren was over and she's studying hard. Bless her, she's doing really well in her final year of vet school, really proud of her. So she's soon to be a fully qualified vet, and we're kind of just making up decisions where we're actually going to be kind of moving to afterwards. Finally then I moved on to 45-degree incline bicep curls. Now with this I'm really focused on leading with my pinky, keeping the biceps under tension the whole time. Again, really focus on that control on the way down. You want to make sure that you're keeping tension in the right muscles. The back staying up against the bench, I'm really focusing on trying to stay nice and tight, making sure I've got good form, and then bringing it on up and squeezing at the top. You'll start to see now that I'll incorporate a little twist with the hands, and that's simply because my biceps are fatiguing, but I want to try and get out as many reps as possible. So I'm just taking some tension away from the biceps and the forearms, really just squeeze out a few more reps, push the body, and look at that vascularity. Joke. It's something that I've just been kind of admiring since after the competition. Well, there you have it, folks. That was today's workout. So like I said, more bodybuilding than powerlifting. I did 4 sets of 4 reps on the close grip bench press, and then everything else, kind of compound movement, was 3 sets of 8, and I finished off with 3 sets of 12 on the isolation work. Body felt really good for kind of just having a break on the lower body. I will have another rest day tomorrow and then come back to powerlifting on Thursday, and we will, I don't think I'll repeat close grip bench press. Actually, I might do. I might do overhead press though. I don't know. We'll see. I will put an exercise in just to obviously make up for third exercise of the workout, because I have 3 exercises with that workout. But I'll pick something and throw it in there and get after it. But it felt really good just to get back into some kind of bodybuilding training, which was nice. And yeah, right now I'm gonna get back to the gym. Got a couple of clients coming in, and then this evening me and Lauren are gonna go on a date. We're gonna go out. I think we're gonna go and get some food, decide where we're gonna go, what we're gonna have, enjoy ourselves. And then tomorrow Lauren goes back to Ireland for a day, and then she's heading off to Indiana. This is the longest break we've got now between seeing each other. I think it's like 4 weeks, 5 weeks, but then from then on in, that's kind of going to be the longest we'll actually spend apart, which we're looking forward to. Certainly up until the wedding, but then certainly after the wedding, obviously, we'll be together a lot more. So yeah, doing all right. I'm looking forward to going out tonight and just doing something for me and her, having some time to ourselves, which is going to be nice. Right, I will catch you guys later. What's up, folks? Welcome to today's video. Right now it is 1:30? 1 o'clock. We're about to lift. Powerlifting day number 4. If you've seen my previous videos, you'll know I played football last weekend and I've been having a bit of trouble with my hip. But we are going to try and get after it with day 4 of the powerlifting program. I'm going to push my body to see what it can do. But if I can't lift, then we never know. I'll change it up, I'll do something else. But today's program is, we've got 3 sets of 4 to 6 on low bar squats with an RPE of 8 to 9. We've got close grip bench press, 4 sets of 4 to 6 on RPE 8 of 9. And we've got deadlift, 3 sets of 3 to 5 on RPE 6 to 7. So we're going to see how this goes with the hip. But post-workout, I've got a little bit of a treat for you guys.
Back to and disappear. Like some of my friends have always hit, I was hurt, but you was on my side. The fifth time I put it up, but you be jamming right. I just have a pill in the cat, shut it down. My shit, more please, no. Yeah, more me, all my hands, my shit, wait, oh, you can hit it, man. That bitch is coming up, they ain't tripping up. Say the shit, you ain't got to keep it on the love. Bitch, you know me, I heard slipping in the street. Put my heart on the whole day, beat your ass. Like I'm riding on planes and one in, like I think it's so bad. I had a street bitch and tell me go on play. Touch me, tease me, kiss me, please me, I give it to you just like that.
Okay, so if you watched last video, I think it was, you'll have seen that I did actually do close grip bench press before I went into my bodybuilding style workout. So check out the bodybuilding video and you'll see that I did close grip bench press. I did 4 sets of 4 on 95. I'm doing 4 sets of 4 again on 95 kilos. Now this was 2 days ago and I'm still feeling pretty good. I'm still able to push 95. It's not like I've had a drop in strength. The RPE of 8 to 9, I should only be able to get maybe 1-2 reps out at a push at the end of each set. And that's exactly how the first 2 sets have gone so far. And yeah, I'm just going to do the last 2 sets, keep them the same weight, make sure I can do it, and then next week when I come back to day 4, I can repeat it. My legs feel good after squats. They're starting to get a little bit tight on the inside, kind of like the adductors in the groin area. So I'm going to take it easy, deadlift 160, 165 actually, and I'm doing 3 sets of 3 to 5 on there. So finish these 2 off and I'll see you on deadlifts.
Feel like so, the back of the sack of rhyme. The fiend say my dope is a 9. Anything I fuck with is a dime. I'm like that in the bell on me, I'm on my own way. I live my act my own. I'm a rolling stone. You cross my path, I bucket.
Right folks, it is post-workout time. We have got a challenge here today. We have got a box of marshmallow mateys and we have a box of chocolate granola. And I'm going to smash both of these. But before we do that, I'm actually going to tell you how many calories, how many carbs, proteins, fats are in these two boxes. Let's get down to it. For the two boxes, we've got 3,457 calories, 577 grams of carbohydrates, 63 grams of protein, and 92 grams of fat for the two of these. It's about to go down. That's not including the milk. I'm not including the milk. I'm going to have as little as possible with the milk, but we shall see. I've got a little bowl here. I've got a spoon that I'm going to use right here. Let's get down to it. I'm just going to put some music on while I'm eating this, and then I'm going to kind of fast forward the footage as I'm doing it. So let's go, let's enjoy it. So that bowl literally took me about a minute and a half, 2 minutes. I know it's going to get harder, so taking my time. I'm going to switch to another bowl, switch over to the granola. Nice big bowl of that. Oh, have to take the top off. I think this is going to be a little bit harder to eat. Come off though. I think this is going to be a little bit harder to eat, but okay, I'm a bowl of each down. The mateys, the marshmallow mateys, are really light, really easy to eat. So I'm going to have another bowl of them. That's putting me over halfway now in this bowl. The granola is really difficult to eat. It's quite like tough to chew. It's giving me like a bit of jaw ache. That's what she said. But it went down pretty quickly, so I'm enjoying it. And I've been going about 4.5 minutes. So that bowl literally took me 2 minutes, whereas it's taken like 4 to 5. Well, 3 to 4, 4 to 5. The only thing I can think is these are clusters. So if I can break the clusters down, I might be able to manage them a little bit easier. Okay, two bowls done. I'm actually going to go in with another this bowl, because I think this is going to be the last one. Done. That is physically gone. So that's one bowl done, or one box done. That is done, that is gone. There's a few little bits at the bottom, but we'll get those up at the end. Right now, I've got maybe 2 bowls of this left. Feeling good. Wow.